How's it going there, fish fam? Those of y'all who are new to my channel, my name's Austin, and this is Fintastic Freaks. So a lot of you already know, recently we visited the Wet Pet Outlet in Eldora, Iowa, which was our latest fish store tour. For those of you that have not checked that video out yet, you can with one of the links up here, somewhere, and get an idea of what was all there. But today, guys, we're going to show a little bit of what we came home with here. And in addition to showing new fish that we got from there, and another place as well here while we're at it, gonna also talk a little bit about some fish room plans I have here for the near future here, as I want to give you guys a few more updates of what I do down here in my own little fish domain. Let's see some fish. But the first tank we'll visit is my 20-gallon long community tank, where beforehand we had a panda cory as well as a copper mullion here with a mated pair of pistos. And in here, you can see one of them there, another one there, and the third one there. Yes, we did indeed bring home the 3 diamond tetras, and I think they are a lovely addition to this community tank. Probably not going to add anything else into this tank though now, as I think they have brought this tank to its full potential or full capacity more appropriately. Like all the other tetras, their strength and beauty definitely comes in numbers. These guys might already be my new favorite tetra. I mean, there's a lot of tetras out there that I like. Obviously, the traditional cardinals and neon tetras. I mean, glow light tetras are cool. Emperor tetras are always one that I've talked high about. Of course, there's the Exodon tetras, but sadly, you can't put them in a community tank with other tetras. But speaking of community tanks and tetras, after getting these diamond tetras, I'm thinking maybe I need to look into getting a tetra community tank. And the next tank we'll visit that has some new fish in it is the 75-gallon community tank. And over there with my black marble and one of the veil-tail blue diamond platinums, you'll see one of our new occupants up here. Yes, guys, we came home with both of the super veil-tail angels. The other one being over there, of course. And they are proving, as you can see already, to be a fine addition to this angelfish community tank, where we have some of the blue diamond platinum angels, as well as a half black. We got the lavender seal points in here, blue Philippine angels, black angels. Just look at the markings in the super veil tails fins too. It's just, I mean, all these angels have their own beautiful markings here, but the super veil tails are just another great addition to that. And I tell you what, I can't wait for these. These guys are gonna age like fine wine, just like the rest of the crew here. And as you can see with this guy right here, another guy swimming around here, we got some of the long fin black skirt tetras, which I think with their long fins and the angels over here is just a beautiful complement to each other. And in addition to them as well, perhaps you've seen the little guy swimming around, we also have some ram cichlids swimming around in here. We got a couple of golden rams in here, as well as some German blues in here. Which, German blues, I mean, just look at that guy. It's absolutely beautiful. And with them being little and still having some plant cover in here, the angels never really bother them, but they almost kind of act like cories in some way. They get all the little stuff on the bottom. They also go up towards the top as well to try to get some flakes from up there as well. But under the wood and under all the decor, the ram cichlids especially have kind of helped get the little stuff from in between the cracks here. I'm sure that some people are looking at all these fish and knowing how much that the ram cichlids are going to get bigger as well. And I will agree, yeah, this tank's probably getting a little overcrowded. So I'm thinking it might be time to get these guys an upgrade down the road, say maybe a 125 down the road. And wouldn't you know it, we just happen to have one of those lying around. And I gotta tell you, initially when I got these ram cichlids, I was thinking earlier that, you know, maybe grow them out here in the 75 first and then move them into 240, but I don't really know if I'm gonna do that anymore. Definitely not good to go in the 240 though right now, as our black ghost knife is about 14 inches now. Hence, yeah, little fish, big fish, not a good combination. But honestly now, I think these rams are another colorful complement to the angels, and especially now with adding like the black skirt tetras in here as well. They add a nice little extra color to the tank. And the final new fish we have to show here is now in this 29-gallon tank. And it's a fish that we've never had down here before, but you can see him here in the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a freshwater zebra eel. Wait a minute, wasn't there a puffer in here? No, you're not going crazy. This was the tank where the Congo puffer was, the red Congo puffer more specifically. But we have moved in a freshwater zebra eel here. Little bitty guy. These guys can grow up to over a foot like many other freshwater eels can. In fact, they can even get closer to the 16, 18 inch range. He's just staying in this 29-gallon tank temporarily until he grows up a little bit bigger. And then thinking probably gonna move him in with the others in the 240 there, as all the other fish in there will be already well over the size to where they will definitely not be able to fit in his mouth. He'd probably be fine in the 240 right now too, but with a 14-inch black ghost knife again, well, better safe than sorry. And this little guy, while he won't be little for long, is already growing on me quite a bit. I mean, the stripes and all that. This is another fish that, yeah, it may get big, but gonna get way better with age. And this is another place where he likes to hide occasionally. He likes to go, well, actually, he's not going in there. Ah, there you are. This little eel, his personality is kind of reminding me of a puffer. Usually he's kind of curious. This is the first time ever, though, he's had a camera on him, so I'm sure he's not quite sure what to think right now. And this here is his next favorite spot, outside of hiding in that log there. Otherwise, he'll just come over here and hide behind the sponge filter, where we cannot hardly see anything other than his head poking out here. And a final thing before we wrap this up here, wanted to let you in on a few fish room plans I have here for the near future here, mostly involving that back wall over there. So down this big long stretch of wall, obviously down here is where I've usually kept my smaller tanks, along with a little bit of other clutter, as you can see on the floor as well. For the longest time, I've kept some smaller tanks over here, and just being open and honest here, as I look through all these tanks, well, I do still love all these fish and all that, thinking it's time for a change over here. And by that, more specifically, some of these smaller tanks, I think, need to go out the door and make room for something new. Total number of tanks might go down here, but I would think the gallons will probably end up still increasing here. But as much as I've liked to pride myself on having different sizes of tanks here on my channel, contrary to some people's belief, it can be actually more difficult to take care of some smaller tanks such as these compared to some bigger tanks like, say, this 125-gallon tank, or Finley's 150 over there. How you doing, Finley?
Hi, how are you?
Or even compared to these 40-gallon breeders here, I mean, 20 gallons or the 10 gallons or even that 7-gallon under there. I mean, with less water, the water can get bad a lot quicker than, like, say, this 40 would, or especially, say, this 240-gallon would. A number of you already know, based on, I've said this a couple times on my channel before, but those of you that don't, being a sports writer in my day job time, which is a very time-demanding occupation, much like the fish keeping hobby, which is a very time-demanding hobby, two time-demanding things kind of clash. So thinking it might be time to ditch some of these smaller tanks here, and of course within ditching some of these smaller tanks involves probably rehoming some of these fish. But just to clarify, this isn't a move saying that I'm slowly getting out of the hobby. Far from it. As a matter of fact, there's plenty of huge plans I have, not just with the hobby, but down here in the fish room by itself. Plenty of plans here ahead for the future here, and it's more of a matter of out with the old, in with the new, you know, just time for a change. As it happens, I'll give updates here. Probably not for every single tank, but, you know, as time progresses here, I'll just kind of show that, you know, hey, we've cleared out this amount of space or whatever and such. We'll see down the road here. once we get this project more in motion and things come more into place, I'll tell you more as details come along here. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this little fish room tour and seeing some of the new fish that we have here, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And of course, leave a comment below as well. Let me know, hey, what's your favorite new fish down here? Or, you know, if we got some new fish in here, you know, what would be something maybe that you'd like me to try to keep one day? I'm always open for ideas here, and would love to know what you guys would like to see here. And if you're new to this channel and have not done so already, please consider clicking the subscribe button to stay in the loop with everything I do down here. Fish room videos such as this, after doing a recent survey on the community board, sounds like you guys want me to do some more fish room related stuff, whether it be projects, updates, tours. No problem at all. That's pretty easy to do here, and frankly it's fun to do as well here. And as you can tell with this video, there's going to be a lot going on here. But again, guys, as always, thank you so much for the support and watching this video. I will see you all in my next video. Stay fantastic.